Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Welcome to the weekly reading. I hope you all had a beautiful week. The setup is a little interesting. Hopefully the phone doesn't fall. I brought everything except a phone stand, so we're gonna work it out. Hey y'all. Check one, check two, check three, check four. Check 4. Yuck. Hold on, let me see if it's coming. Is the mic working?
Put their money where their...
Is the microphone working? No! Okay, it sounds good. I just was where my headphone at? Y'all know I'm obsessed. If you don't connect to this dang on phone, I know something. Welcome back to There's That Tarot. Alright. Oh my god, y'all. Let's just take a deep breath. Thank you, darling. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your patience. I had a crazy ass travel day yesterday, and whew, God is good. That's all we can say. That's all I'm gonna say. 'Cause that's exactly what's the truth. And a lot of y'all could be sticking to what's true. You know, what's true. And most definitely, we ain't thinking about what's not. Okay. Something about mind control. Mind control. I don't know if somebody has been trying to like mind control you. Only you are in control of your mind, darling. Oh, thank you so much, Cassandra, for the 19.99. God bless you, honey. Thank you for the super chat, Cassandra. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Sean, thank you for being here. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to all of you who support There's That Tarot. I literally couldn't do this without you. Okay. The color red could be significant this week. Oh my god. The color red could be significant this week. Not because I'm wearing it, but yeah. Some of you could be taking a walk inside, a walk inside of yourself. Or this year. This could be one of those very maybe I didn't want to say introverted, but I was going to say introspective, but you could be quite introverted this year, like beyond this week. This could be one of them years where you're like reevaluating a lot of things, a lot of relationships in your life, The relationship with yourself could be changing significantly, and you could be feeling the effects of this week. Um, People are really going through a lot of things, like a lot of things, like things that you may thank God that you're not going through. If only you knew. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because that is so the vibe right now. Like, do not effing disturb. Let's just take a deep breath. Because today has actually been a very great day. Can't even lie to you. Today has been an excellent day. Um, but I feel, and there's no but, I feel as though I've been thinking a lot about the things that people are going through in the world. I saw this video earlier today, and this girl was in the car, and she was in her car shooting a video, and she was talking about how she only had enough money to buy two hash browns from McDonald's, and she gets her hash browns, and she was like, I only got 35 miles worth of gas in my car right now. And then I, grab these hash browns, and then I look out of the window of my car, and I see this homeless man. And what was significant in the video, not to bring race into it, but she was a white girl, and she saw this old black homeless man who was limping. And in today's climate, well, shit, just in the climate of the world, not just today, but today, um, it was very significant because she saw him limping down the street, and her spirit led her to ask him if he was hungry, you know? And um, he said, yeah, I am. And she gave him the hash browns. Did you see that video? It hit very different, didn't it? Let's not forget about humanity. We get so caught up on this little petty, stupid ass shit we be caught up on. Yeah, at the time it might feel so important until you see somebody who don't even have the capacity to think about that. They trying to figure out how to get a hash brown, let alone sit in a car and eat one, and have 35 miles worth of gas. Um, it's never what you think. I actually had a long talk with this guy, beautiful guy. He's an Englishman, beautiful blonde, hazel eyed, just gorgeous boy. And he was telling me how his parents are very rich. And before that, um, okay, so I was at the table with a few people, one being a big celebrity. Shout out to him, and others, just a lot of creatives sitting at the table and things like that. And they were talking about how the celebrity guy was saying, I can't say his name, but the celebrity guy was saying, I really, well, one of the guys said, sorry, I'm still redoing the story in my head, but one of the guys was like, oh man, I wouldn't want my son to be like me. And then the other guy was like, the celebrity guy was like, I would want my son to be like me, but I would like him to be like me now. And I was like, yeah, but a lot of times when a person says, I would want them to be like me now, they had to be something else before the person that they are now, right? Because you got to be shit to learn to be good sometimes. And then what I liked about the Englishman was he said, well, I've never been bad to women. And it stood out. It was like everything went quiet, and there were like 1,000 people around, but everything went quiet when he said that. And I said, the conversation kind of went on for a minute, but then I was like, I said, what made you? I said, what encouraged your choice to be good? And he said, honestly, it's the way my parents raised me. And I didn't know where he was going with that at first. He was like, yeah, my parents are very, very rich people, and they always judge people based on what they have. And if you weren't from a certain class and your nose wasn't sitting on cloud nine, and if you didn't go to this school and blah 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 blah, boring, then you are not qualified to be with our son or be in our family and all that stupid shit. And he was like, he told a story about, those little fables and things like that, which are very true for a lot of people. But he was basically saying, um, if a child is raised and his father is an alcoholic, and he has two sons, then one of them will probably turn out to be an alcoholic, and the other will turn out to never want to drink in his life from the trauma of dealing with an alcoholic parent. And he was like, for me, it was wealth. And he said, I don't ever want to choose my wife based on what my parents think is acceptable according to class and wealth and all of these things. And I was like, baby, thank you. Thank you for being a human. You know what I mean? Is it okay to be wealthy? Sure, it's okay to be wealthy. But what is it to gain the world and lose your soul? That's a real thing. And I watched this movie last night. Child, if I could tell you the name of it, I would. But it was the same thing, and I realized, and with my job, I work with a lot of wealthy people. I work for a lot of wealthy people. And, a lot of people would be like, oh, that's a flex. I think more of the flex for me would be being able to make money off of doing what I love to do. But there's a lot that comes with that. Okay, there's a lot that comes with that makes me want to, move to an island and grow vegetables and have a lot of land where I can just watch my dogs run and, just listen to the trees swaying in the wind and shit like that. Maybe run off and start playing the flute like Andre 3000, like, fuck this rap game. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like, it's easy to look into another person's life and be like, must be nice. And it's like, it was nice that the sun came up today. That's what was nice. It was nice that God loves me. It was nice to hear this kid that comes from wealth say that he wants to marry somebody that he loves and that loves him. And damn what his parents got to say, because they don't even know what they're talking about. And a lot of times people who hold themselves to these ridiculous standards are miserable as fuck. So let me tell you that while you're sitting at a table full of wealthy people, 9 times out of 10, you're probably the only one that's sane. Okay, so let's just keep things in perspective this week. Be thankful for your life and how it's going. Although you may look and think, oh well, it could be better. It could also be a lot worse. Okay, greatness takes time. Use your time wisely. Write down the things that you are grateful for in the morning, and then do it again at night and see what may have changed. You know, things like that. Watch what happens when you just really ground yourself in the moment, because nothing in the past even matters anymore. And I'm talking about me even saying even matters anymore was in the past. That's already in the past. So what I'm saying right now is the only thing that really matters. What you're doing right now, how you feel, where you at right now, is the only thing that really matters. You may become a millionaire one day. You may not. Are you healthy? Can you, do you have your basic functions? Do you have your basic needs? Because I promise you, every time you think you ain't got it, I promise you it's a homeless person limping somewhere, wishing that they had what you had, or not. How about that? How about that? How about they probably don't want to be you? You know what I'm saying? And all that these experiences teach me is I'm so grateful for who I am. I'm so grateful to be the person that I am and to have the heart that I am. I'm so glad I moved 13 times in 10 years so I know what it's like to be poor as fuck. I'm so happy, even the experiences that I'm so happy that I had a beautiful mother for 19 years who instilled more in me that I can carry for the rest of my life than most people, you know, have with parents who are still alive. So you just got to tell yourself a new day is rising and we thank God. Okay? That is my opening message, child. Forgive, forgive, forgive people. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to keep harmful people in your life. Okay? But if you're really talking about getting in touch with yourself, if you're really talking about living your life for God, if you're really talking about living your best life, you better go and forgive people. Because guess what unforgiveness turns into? You go to your local hospital and ask them what unforgiveness turns into. Okay? So I love y'all, man. I love y'all. And I just had to get that off my chest, you know? And in other news, there's somebody who, no matter what they do, no matter what they do, they can't get over you. I don't even know where that came from, but that's the other message. That's the other message. And this could be someone who you could have looked around and wondered where the hell they was at. Okay. And now they wish that they could look and see you sitting next to them. And I imagine they can't. So let's get into the message. you know, let's get into the message. So, what do we got first? You got a yes coming to you this week. Okay. Let's see what this yes is about. Let's see what this yes is about. Okay. Be true to yourself. Yes, something is unrequited, and you can make peace with the fact that it's unrequited as hell. What is this? What is this? You got. What are you looking at right now? You're looking at a black woman from Georgia with glasses on and a high messy bun. That is what you're looking at. If you're looking at somebody whose love has not been requited, that's what you're looking at. Okay, the present is the only thing. Excuse me. The present is the only thing that matters. Okay. Naj, we all done played ourselves thinking somebody was gonna change and all that shit like that. Don't even beat yourself up. Okay, we're all human. Okay. Even these bougie ass people I'm here with right now, they all human too. They just don't realize it. They just don't realize it until life shows them how human they are. Okay. Um, let's see. And it doesn't mean that all wealthy people are like, you know, got their nose in the air, think they're better than everybody else. I have met some of the most healthy minded, rich AF people. Like, you couldn't imagine the type of money these people have. And it was the best time just sitting out smoking a J with these people. So it's not everybody, but it's damn sure enough. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, but the yes is yes, you saw what you saw. You experienced what you experienced. It's unrequited as hell. And it's okay to not want to deal with that shit. Okay? It may as heartbreaking as it may be, baby, who said reality was gumdrops and lollipops and shit like that? Honey, if that's what it was, we wouldn't have borders. I don't even know where that came from, but maybe something just isn't working, and you should not subject yourself to further heartbreak in order to try to keep something together that society says should be together. Whether that's a marriage, whether that's family, whether that's friendships, whether, who give a you know what I mean? Like some of y'all may be a part of like different groups. And I don't know, whatever the group is or whatever the relationship is in your life, nobody is holding you there. Nobody's holding you there but you and what you think things should be. And they could be relationships in your life that you wish were ways that it is not. And it has proven to you over and over again, time and time again, that it is not what you expected. It is not what you wanted. And it is what it is. Okay? There's so many people out here in this world that need your love. There's so many people out here in this world that will give you what it is that you lack from somebody that you expected it from. The faster you get over it, the faster you get to go and experience it somewhere else. Okay? Who got me mad today? No, I'm not mad. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Things happen, they fail, yeah, that's your yes. Ten of Swords. Something's over and now you get to move forward. Some of you are going to get very lucky this week also. And by the way, okay, thank y'all for the compliments. I really appreciate you guys. There's like a financial thing that could have flopped that's going to turn right back around because this Ace of Pentacles came out in the reverse and then it fell on my lap and flipped over in the upright. So, whatever you may have lost or was a perceived loss is coming right back around like a boomerang. Okay. This other card says, it says cheat. Being decent only relates to those who play fair. So it's your choice to play by the rules or bend them. As long as you are fair and reasonable, play hard. So, like I said, it's up to you to play fair or you can bend the rules as need be, like everybody else does. Like, like even the people who put the rules and laws in place do. Okay, because at the end of the day, the laws in the universe are the ones that everybody's responding to, whether they think they are, whether they believe in it or not. Who am I talking to? Baby, at the end of the day, like my grandma always say, God's got it all in control. Okay? She sing that song all the time when she cooking. I don't even know where she got that song from. She probably made that up. Okay. And then there's someone here. I don't know. Is this you that felt this way? Collective. Somebody may feel like they never meant enough to you, especially if they see you happy with someone else. This could be romantically, this could be platonic, this could be familial, whatever this. Who is this that feels like they never meant enough to you? Virgo, Gemini energy, Virgo again. But what does this person? Okay, what did this person mean to you, or what do they mean to you? You had to detach from somebody in a big way. Imagine somebody putting you in a third party situation or some sort of competitive, like you against us type of situation, feeling like they ain't never mean enough to you. Child, what was this person's intentions towards you since they think you're so bad? This person is manipulative. And I feel like maybe this is the relationship that we're talking about. Okay? Imagine somebody never even really giving you a chance for real, like as a person. Talking about you never meant enough, or they never meant enough to you. Why do they even feel like this? This person realized that they have missed an opportunity with you and they ain't got no peace about it. You have walked away from a situation, like I said, that was unrequited AF, and you finally saw it for what it was, and now they feel, well, I guess I ain't never mean enough to you. I guess I ain't never mean enough to you. And imagine the song that's playing right now is called "There for You" by Damian Marley. And if you know, you know. This could have been somebody that you was literally there for, or that you literally would have been there for. Scheiße. Who said exactly? Enigma. Exactly, enigma. And I feel like where you are at this point, you've always been there for me, so I will be there for you. You always have cared for me, so I will care for you. You've always been good to me, so I will be good to you. You were even good to me when I wasn't good to myself, when I couldn't even be good to myself. And that's where your love is going from now on, to those types of relationships. You've always done right by me, so I will do right by you. That's fair. And anybody who can't say that that is what they've been doing, that's justice, isn't it? And justice is blind. That's why they say she blind. Because it doesn't matter whether or not I saw that you wasn't good to me. Justice, God did. God did. So if I fell out of love with you, if I fell out of sync with you, if I fell out of relation with you, must be a reason for that. People sometimes think that you just switch up on them because, and it's like, well, you didn't know what I did, so you didn't know what I was talking about behind your back. You didn't know all of those things, so why are you falling out? Baby, energy don't lie, and it'd be the same people that sit there and watch tarot. Scheiße. Y'all about to make me cut somebody out tonight. Y'all could be y'all could be praying a lot too. Last message for the collective. Ooh, I'm not finna play with nobody tonight. What did it say? Your scars look badass. So I don't care if they are emotional scars, child mental scars, child stretch mark. Okay. Honey, people love stretch marks. Don't even let nobody fool you, child. And anybody who's sitting there complaining about a damn stretch mark is probably boring to be around. Alright. So let's move on to Aries. The hell. And men have stretch marks too. By the fucking way. So ain't nobody trying to hear that shit there. Aries, you got some money coming in this week. Okay, but be careful of somebody like cheaty, cheaty or lying or sneaky-ish. Okay, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful of somebody who this could be a romantic interest. This person's like a liar. All right, a liar. Who is this? Earth sign, water sign, Aquarius. Why do they want to come back towards you? Please do not. Or they could be cheating on somebody. Be careful with that. I think the good news is, again, justice is blind. So you know how this person could be fine, okay? And a lot of people could be like, damn, you gonna pass that up? You think you too good for him? You think you too good for her? Something just don't feel right. So yeah. It doesn't have to be more than that. Uh, a lot of people are there. Are a lot of people out here who are not ruled by their coochie or their wang, so or their wallet or whatever would normally move people. For whoever this is, don't move you. So, okay. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. You said desperation make evil look attractive. Ooh, that need to be a t-shirt. Desperation make evil look attractive. Y'all write that down. Who said that? Oh Lord, nah, girl, don't even get me the line. Non said that. Okay, look in the comments. That's what it say. I'm sorry I couldn't read your name, but yeah. So what in your biography? Okay, in your biography, Aries, which chapters would you want your parents to skip? It was so funny when I first saw that card because I was like, oh, it would definitely be my love life. It would definitely be my love life. I don't regret anything, however, but yeah, I have lived. I have lived. I have had a great time. Okay. Um, the foolish mistakes, you know what I mean? Maybe for some of you, you're thinking about that, but why skip anything? Why skip anything? You created a human who is eventually going to be an adult and make their own series of decisions. So hell, let's not shit. Run it, run the tape, run the tape. And he who is without sin cast the first mother is on. Okay. Is this you, Aries? Don't you dare let this be you. Is this you? It's not you. There's somebody who's having a lot of regrets. They're overanalyzing a lot of their actions or even imagined failures because, it's like I'm hearing try again. So it's like it's up to you to think whether or not you failed at something. I don't know. It's just somebody is going through a lot of thought. Who is this that's going through a lot of thoughts when it comes to you? This is somebody who, on the surface you would not think this person does not have their shit together. But deep down, when the sun goes down, like you would think that this person has gotten over it. They're very reserved in their emotions and things like that. They're always handling their responsibilities. But this person goes through the what ifs about you. Okay, real bad. And this could be somebody that you have actually been protected from. Okay, you could be moving on from whoever this is. This person would love to be your protege. You wouldn't even know this about this person because of their reserve. This could be a Virgo for some of you, but they got a lot of like, man, what if I had just told Aries I love them? What if I had just tried one more time? What if I just didn't drop the ball? Or what if I didn't cheat on Aries? Or what if whatever this person got the what ifs about? What if I had just treated the Aries right? Whatever that is, they wish they had. How you feel about this person? Yep, you're keeping your distance. You still have love in your heart for this person, but you are very reserved about that love because you don't trust whoever this is. And you've realized that it's best that you keep your love to yourself when it comes to this individual. Okay? This says not being able to move forward can overwhelm and create a sense of fear, but standing still can be just as frightening. At least moving forward can create change. And with the Three of Wands, that's exactly what you're doing. Okay? You're about to become way more open to life, Aries. Um, quietly, though. I don't feel like this is something that you are talking about, posting on Instagram or anything like that. I think you're just like silent, or there are going to be some people. Now I'm thinking about this video I was watching earlier, and it was like a group of guys talking about um, how they really like basically people treat you like men treat women. That's what the conversation was. But I feel like people treat you the way that they feel about you. Okay, so if he's not calling you back because he didn't want to, if he's not courting you and professing you and doing all of the things that you would like for him to do or her, because I don't think that that's based on gender. I think that that's based on interest. So if they are not looking with you, then they don't want to. And that's just what it is. Think about the person that you don't really like that. Think about when your phone rang and you realize it's not who you wanted it to be. Somebody might feel like that about you. So it is what it is. Some of y'all are being more open with some than you are with others. And it is what it is. Okay? You've always been there for me, so I will be there for you. I feel like that's where your energy is going. All right. And somebody really wants, they got a problem with this. They like, but you're not doing this with me. Why are you not doing it with them? Imagine somebody who wants to be with you but refuses to tell you. Who wants to, look at this. Look at what y'all could be. The Emperor and the Empress is here. But you can't make people live up to whatever potential that they even hold in their heart to be with you, for you. You can't make nobody do right, even if you know that they can. And that's what a lot of the guys in the video were saying. It's like, women, well, the guys in the video were saying, um, women are always talking about, well, if I just hold out a little longer, then, he'll change and he'll do this and he'll do that. He's doing what he want to do already. And he's doing exactly what you are allowing him to do. And that's with people across the board. So I think you're just going to be more open to yourself and being true to yourself. And what else are you being more open to? Just open as an individual, but in other places, in places where you feel welcome, in places where you feel celebrated, in places where you don't feel criticized, in places where you can celebrate your accomplishments and who you are as a person without being shot down. So, and the spotlight is going to be on you because of this. Some of you may work in the spotlight, but for others of you, I feel like you're going to be walking around with this spotlight on you because of the authenticity that is given. Okay? And authenticity doesn't mean that you're such a nice and kind person. It just means that you're keeping it real. And that's your choice. And people are going to have a lot of whispers and a lot of things to say. And nobody can hear you from the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hear the audience from the stage. You can't hear with the individual conversations from the stage. You are on the stage, Aries. Proverbially or literally. So, enjoy the spotlight this week. Or not. Maybe some of y'all don't like being in the spotlight, but it's something about being authentic that puts you right there. And there's a lot of success coming to you this week because of this disposition. So let's go to Taurus. Child. Taurus. What's something that you could do 5 years? Wait, what's something you could do 5 years ago that you cannot do today? Y'all let me know in the comments. What's something that you could do 5 years ago that you can't do today? I got a special deck of cards, so let's see. A lot of y'all may be thinking about that a lot this week. For some of you, it's lie to yourself. Some of y'all can't lie to yourself anymore. And people lie to themselves all the time, so it's not like I don't lie to myself. Girl, everybody lie to themselves. Okay, everybody has lied to themselves. So for some of you, you can't do that anymore. And that's actually a good thing. Okay? That's progress. All right? That's actually progress. Okay? Thank you, Necessary Truths. You said forgive. You could forgive 5 years ago, but you can't today. That's something to think about right there. What is this for you? I think for a lot of you, it's like you can't sit here and feel bad about yourself anymore. It's like, well, beating myself up didn't do nothing, so can't do that no more. It's something like that. I feel like a lot of you are coming into a way more confident space. And there are certain things that you are avoiding just altogether at this point. You do deserve better. For a lot of you, this is about self worth, realization, and empowerment. So it's just certain things that you can't deal with no more. And it could, for this, it could be focusing around. It's like you can't ignore something no more either, especially when it comes to a certain person. Unsee discernment, period, Cassandra. You said you felt stupid and thought that you had been too forgiving. Yeah. I think that we sometimes, like I said, we get forgiveness kind of confused with allowing people to still take up space in our life. I can forgive you for some shit. There are people who have gone, again, back to the collective message. There are people who have gone through things that you can't imagine having to forgive. And those people who look the person in the eye in the courtroom who have done something that can't be undone to their family member, to whoever, whatever, to them. And when they say, I would like to sit down with this person because I need to get this off of me. If I don't, I will not go on living. And you may have been able to do this to me, but you're not going to keep me from living my life, so I have to forgive you. The people who are able to look people in the eye and do stuff like that, them the real superheroes in my eyes. Because think about, again, all of the people that are in the hospital right now who could not do the same. Because a lot of times, things just ain't hereditary. Oh, I got this because my daddy had this. I had this because my mama did it. And that's not necessarily the truth. Their habits are the most hereditary thing that there is. So, you know, I'm not saying that bloodlines can't bloodline, but a lot of times it's habits, things that you saw. Your mama ain't never forgive such and such, so now you don't forgive nobody. That's not necessary. It's not necessary. Unless you want to be just like them. You can love somebody and not want to be nothing like them. So I think that you are getting to a space where you are opening up your arms to receive what is better for you in your life. Okay? This says it's your choice whether to be overwhelmed and bewildered in this situation or to experience it with wonder as an opportunity for a different future. Exactly. And there's something here that you already know, Taurus. What is this that you already know? You found out yesterday that your friend of 7 years was never truly your friend. No lie. Found out she went to a gypsy and sent over spell word. My godmother couldn't believe. I heard Judas. It be the ones closest to you. It be your own people. And for me, it's just never surprising who. I guess because I work in the music industry, it's like, baby, this is the devil's playground. And yeah, I'm never really surprised about things no more. I'm so sorry you went through that, Cassandra. I'm so sorry you went through that. What is this that you already know, Taurus? That it's time to shift your focus. That it's time to make that money too. It's time for things to get better in your life. It's time to be very, very honest with yourself. It's time to really, really get over something because it is draining you. It has drained the shit out of you. If it's not doing it in the present, it did. And I promise you, it's like some of the things that I could tell y'all, which I don't even speak on the things for real that just tore me up inside And I don't think you necessarily have to. I definitely don't think you should carry a conversation on for years unless that shit made you happy. But, I think it's good to get it out and then work it out. So I don't know if this is something that you have not gotten out. The song that's playing right now is called Hurting Inside. That's crazy. But I don't think that this is something that you've necessarily talked about. Um, but or maybe you haven't talked in a long time or something like that. Or maybe this is about someone that you're not talking to. But you already know that it's time to turn the page on something. That is what you know. Is the audio going low for anyone else? Thank you, D. Thank you, D. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Like, the word of God has not gone out of style, y'all. The word of God has not gone out of style, okay? And at the end of the day, and at the end of everybody's life, honey, every knee shall bow. Every tongue will confess. So all of that, blah, 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 blah. That's why you have to armor yourself. You said it's good for you? Okay. Maybe click out and click back into the video. Um, you have to armor yourself. That's why I was talking about affirm yourself, honor yourself with the word of God. You don't have to go around speaking in tongues and slapping people with Bibles, but you do that before you go out the door. You do that before you put your foot down from the bed in the morning. You do that so that when you walk out of the door, when you walk into your day, peace precedes you. God precedes me when I walk into these places. When I walk around here with all these rich motherfuckers, baby, there's a reason you looking over here. Okay? Okay. And it's what's so crazy is the song Staying Alive just started playing. And he said, wanted me to lie, wanted me to cry, wanted me to die. Staying alive, staying alive, okay? And that's what it is this week. This says, what is your gut saying, Taurus? The past has been keeping you unhappy. Not moving on from whatever has been keeping you unhappy. Acting like everything's okay on the surface ain't doing shit. So it's better to let's go ahead and work through these feelings or stop fighting the battle altogether, because guess who battle is not? Okay? Cast your cares, Taurus. Gemini. Gemini, what's the one thing that should be taught in school, but it isn't? Or what's the 1,000 things that should be taught in school, but it's not? Y'all answer it in the comments. Okay. I believe that I would say God, but you gotta be careful with who's teaching your children about spirituality and religion and things like that. Okay, because everybody's heart ain't in the right place. So it's levels where I do understand why that's not in the schools, and it's levels why, you know what I'm saying. But I do believe, yes, empathy, budgeting. I was gonna say financial literacy should be being taught in schools, because what what is the hell is we preparing for? You know what I'm saying? So there's somebody who is very much in their head, um, very much overthinking and stressed out and spinning scenarios in their head. This could actually be a quite selfish person who is spinning scenarios in their head, especially if they're not hearing from you. There's something that they're actually starting to see. This is somebody who they see themselves as your equal. Why is that a thing? because it's not true. I'm not saying it's like, oh, I'm better than you, or you're better than them, or whatever. But it's for some reason y'all are not on the same level or something like that. I don't know. Where you at, and where are they at? You could be a very practical person, and this person could be quite astute. Okay, this person could be very intelligent. Um, you don't. You could know how to defend yourself. Like once you start to feel defensive, you're like, ooh, I'm not feeling defensive for nothing. So let me take a step back and see why I'm feeling like this. And then you know how to let pain go, is what I'm seeing, which is a very big life skill. Okay, that is a very, very big necessary life skill. Is to kind of let the bullshit fall off of you. Because I promise you, it's always going to be some that you can pick up and carry on your back. This could be somebody who's too intelligent to even believe in God. So that's why y'all not on the same page, okay? Um, and that's up for them, that's up to them. That's the truth. What she said, most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. On and on. Okay. So this says grief. The feeling of loss can be debilitating, but sorrow becomes a part of our healing experience. What what you have far outweighs what you've lost. At least you had it for a time. So, and I think that is what you can go. Yeah, you're walking away. You're rejecting something, and it's like maybe this is about like spiritual, religious beliefs or something like that. There are some things that it doesn't mean that I don't like you as a person. Thank you so much, Sean, for the 9.99. Thank you for the super chat, honey. It doesn't mean that I hate you or I don't know. But it's like if you stand on this, if you know that um, I do believe in God, I do believe, that it's something that you cannot, like in your spirit, go against in order to coexist with someone. And you may have been realizing that, like, up until this point, and it looks like you're making a decision to be like, you know what, I'm so happy that I had you for the time that I did. But it looks like we've come to a point where our paths are no longer aligned because what I believe is not something that I plan on turning my back on in order to be able to facilitate a relationship with you, dog. So I'm really proud of y'all for like being true to yourself. I'm really, the death card. Something it has permanently changed is what this is looking like. And it may not be permanent. Because who knows? Maybe this person will actually kind of see where you're coming from at some point. But, child, that could be 10 years from now. Who knows? This says give it some time. I feel like maybe you just need a little distance, This could be from a certain relationship in your life. And hell, you never know. This could all be squared away by the end of the week, or you could go ahead and move on with your life. We don't know. The energy that I read tonight could change tomorrow. But as of now, um, you're being asked to give something some time. And you're going to realize a lot of things during this time. And you might decide not to give this another chance, okay? By the end of this this little time period, okay? So this says you don't need a love spell. You don't have to win people over to your side. You don't have to, oh my God, the magic that a little conversation can do. Or I don't know if this is somebody who is like trying to do love spells in order to keep you in a certain place in their life or any kind of manipulate. Baby, if I gotta sit here and manipulate you, and 9 times out of 10, The people who feel like they have to do something like that probably have not just simply had a conversation with the individual, or are not reading the room. So I don't know what that is. And the way I've been reading your energy, I don't think it's you. Okay? But there could be somebody who can't move on from you that would go to the lengths of like trying to really manipulate the situation in order to keep you in some fictitious ass place that they would have to conjure up through something they probably shouldn't be playing around with at all. And y'all know I don't talk about all that kind of stuff on my channel because it's kind of like, I used to go to New Orleans a lot back in the day, and I only really visit places unless I know natives there, for real. And when the natives say don't go down that street, I don't go down that street. I mean, it's simple, So it's something like that. It's something like that, you know. It's not that I don't believe that people can get themselves caught up in some bullshit they shouldn't be doing, but I'm not even finna, like, what am I even? Don't go down that street. Okay, cool. No problem. I ain't want to go down that street. No way. Let's go get some beignets. It's that simple for me, babe. You don't like me? Oh, okay. That's all right. Cafe du Monde. You know what I'm saying? It's just let's move on with life. It's cool. If a museum had an exhibit about you, Cancer, what items would they put on display? I like this. I like this deck. It's really a conversation piece deck. It doesn't have anything to do with tarot, but my mom was one of those who would put like a conversation piece on a coffee table. And child, you talking about hours of conversations with guests or family members who would come by. And we love a good brain teaser around here. You said your heart and and your dog. I thought about the heart when I saw that card for Cancer. Cause baby, who gonna love you like a Cancer? A lot of people may feel like, oh, Cancers are manipulative and stuff like that. But anybody who carry that much love and emotion in their heart could very well manipulate you with that, for sure. But the same way people can be a preacher, preach the word of God, be a tarot card reader, and give messages to people and things like that. Anybody can use anything for evil. So you know, but I do feel like Cancers have very beautiful hearts, and it's very important that you protect that because it can go dark. It can go dark if you're not careful. You know something isn't right, right? I would put your intuition in a museum, okay? You know something isn't right. What is this though? Is this something that has been keeping you up at night? Something you kept quiet about? Does it have anything to do with a Libra, a Virgo, a Leo? Is it something that makes you feel insecure? Should you even be fighting for it, with it, because of it? You know, or should you just stop talking to them or about it altogether? Okay, is that where we're going with this? Do you already know the truth about it? So, like, is this even you that's feeling this way? No, it's not. Somebody, and that's what I want to say. Somebody know they wrong. You know they wrong too, but they know they wrong. So, take it how it resonate, because Cancer's readings have been quite interesting. Like, this could be that you know that somebody's wrong for you, no matter what kind of relationship it is, and they know they're wrong too. So who gonna go ahead and accept it and move accordingly? Which one of y'all? Because You could know that somebody's wrong, and then you stick around trying to make it right, and you just as wrong with them. So you are becoming or you have become someone's obsession because they're starting to see, oh, I can't take advantage of the cancer. Cancer got options. I didn't think the cancer was just gone. I don't know what that is. Why is this person becoming so fixated on the cancer? Oh, the cancer ain't fucking with the kid no more. Is that what it is? Somebody's like realizing something. Like, I don't know. People could think you're a pushover because of how. Man, one thing I ain't messing with is no cancer. Okay, because as nice as they can be, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Who is this? Fixed sign, earth sign, fire sign, Libra, Taurus, Libra again. This is somebody who's very heartbroken. They watch you a lot. They watch you. Like, they look at your social media and be like they seethe. What the hell? Because they're starting to see something very clearly. Like, oh, the cancer has just stopped. Is the cancer avoiding me? What? Why are you doing this though? Why are you avoiding this person? Because they are a cheater. If this is a relationship, is this person knows that they cheated themselves out of the 10 of Cups with you. Nobody's gonna sit here and try to create a fantasy with somebody who won't want to change in ways necessary to uphold the dream, the wish fulfillment energy. It's like if that's not something that you're able to maintain, it's like getting your dream home, but you got terrible habits, and then you walk in and it looked like a trash can exploded in there. You don't know how to clean up and shit. You can't keep nice things if you don't know how to maintain. It's not gonna be nice no more. So it's something like that somebody's like, well, I want a relationship. I want cancer to love me. I want a relationship with cancer. You don't know how to treat cancer. How do you think that was gonna work? Cancer, I hope this ain't you. But where you would be wrong, Cancer, is sitting there letting them dirty up your damn house. I don't know what that is, but he said that might be the Aquarius X. Not whole ass. This says unhappiness. Searching for contentment is a well traveled path that can be elusive. The hunt for happiness might not conclude at the destination, but joy can be found during the journey itself. So, Cancer, something way better is going to come instead. And that's why you got to focus on enjoying the journey itself. Because a lot of times the things that we have our minds wrapped around, we have our hearts set on, it just don't last. Or it doesn't, you know, something comes and wipes the roses out of your eyes. I don't know. It's just things change, they shift. Sometimes we realize it was never what it was, or it was never what we thought it was, and it is what it is. But there is something better that is coming to you, and this could be in the form of love. This could be in the form of somebody who's going to pursue you, and like I said, give you all the things, show you all the things, say all of the things, and make you feel all of the things that you wanted from someone else. Okay, so it's up to you whether or not you gonna stick around and try to wait for somebody to change who already done showed their ass, or whether or not you're gonna allow yourself to move on to somebody who's not gonna make you work so hard for something that is really a given. It's like, what you mean they never opened the door for you? What? I was raised to do this. Well, what you mean you couldn't get like basic decency and respect from somebody? That's not how you're supposed to be treated. What do you mean you had to ask this person to call you? I call you every day. I don't know. It's something like that where it's like what planet have you been living on, kind of thing. It's not to make you feel bad or anything like that, but you would be surprised at the things that people are waiting to give to you, that you sitting here having to beg for from somebody else, even if you're not verbally begging. You know what I'm saying? This says call your, the card says call your coven, but let's just say call your friends. I don't know. Call on the people, like think about the people that you have, because sometimes, I forget who said this. I think it was a family member of mine who recently said mothers focus on not their problem child, but the child who's going through the most at the time. So, um, let's say you have a child that may have a cold. You probably gonna focus more on that child at that point. Or you say, let's say you got one of them children that just baby they couldn't behave if they tried, and maybe a lot of your time and energy ends up going to that child, but the one who you know is responsible and things like that. I'm not saying you forget about them, but so much of your energy is going into the one that's always getting in trouble, and it's not fair. It's not fair to the one who's doing right. You know, it's like now we're creating the one who has to be strong all the time because we enable the one who can't get their shit together. So it's something like that. And y'all may have a thing like that. Okay. You said that's what your mom said. I call BS. Yeah, 'cause I think we ended up sometime now unless they have a like a handicap, like it's something that they really cannot control this. Okay, that's different, but it still does not change the way that other people who do love you, who can, control their functions and things like that. Just because, let's say you have a sibling who has mental illness or who deals with a condition that they cannot control, even though we know that that is a fact, that more of mama's energy is going to have to go into this, it still doesn't change the fact that we needed mama too. And you can't undo the effects of that just because we know that this child needed you in ways that we didn't. It doesn't change it. And that is the unforgiving thing about life, is that I hear you, but this is a very like real week. Okay, this is a week that is very much grounded in reality, and I like it here honestly, because like I said, something better is still coming instead. Cancer. So Leo, ay Dios mío, he said Diary of the OG. Period. Leo, imagine we all had to start over on Mars and you were responsible for choosing who gets to be a part of humanity 2.0. How would you decide who to accept? Leave it in the comments. Okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Who would be there, Leo? How would you decide that? Leo would be there by themselves. I'm just playing. I rule the world. I'm just playing. I heard that's too hard. What's too hard, Leo? Is it too hard, or are you just afraid to do it? For some of you, this requires some sort of elevation on your part. It could require some maturity on your part. We're not talking about the 2.0 world no more. We're talking about something that is like, it's too hard. And I don't know what that is or if that's even you, but I'm getting like that's too hard. But really, I'm just kind of afraid to do it. And this could be like taking a chance on something you've always wanted to do, or, some sort of endeavor, or I don't know, something that actually requires more of you. But I think you're going to take some time to sit back and think about it. But if you decide to go through with whatever this is, how would it turn out for you? Didn't I say this was a week of reality? This is a week of reality. It would actually do wonders for you. Um, it would take you down a road though. Like you know, you have to keep it real with yourself about some things, okay? Um, you would have to look at some hopes and dreams. You would have to look at some failures. You would have to, looks like some accountability, some taking of accountability for some things. This is almost like a judgment day type of energy is what I'm getting. Um, but the result of all of this, there'd probably be a lot of things you would actually cut. Again, who's going to be in this 2.0 with you? Because sometimes we're holding on to relationships that really ain't serving us. We're holding on to things, ideas, things that even our parents taught us, um, our own beliefs based on pain, trauma, whatever, things that I don't know. It's like, well, the last time I tried, what's a good example? Last time I tried going out and making friends, they picked on me and blah, 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 blah. So I'm never going to do that again. And it's like, maybe just don't do it with them type of people. Or maybe don't do it in that way. Or it's something like that. It's something that you're going to have to change, because it's not everybody else's fault. It's I feel like this is like maturing. Like it has something to do with maturing because it's like, yeah, while you're not wrong, you're not all the way right, or while you may not be right, you're not all the way wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like it's relative. I don't know what this is for you, but it's like don't gaslight yourself. And it may be about gaslighting other people. I don't know if this is a you thing or if this is something that you are dealing with somebody else, but I think there's a need to be open about something, like more open minded about something. Because this says gaslighted, manipulated, doubting yourself, twisted truths. And sometimes, like I said, it's Taurus. It's very possible to lie to yourself, and most of us already have. Um, and everything that you think is not true. So it's something like that. Can you put me in the ballpark? Some of y'all have walked away from something that you actually wanted it. Okay? And you're sticking around with something that's actually not good for your nervous system. So there could be a change in perspective that needs to happen. Um, but I feel like it's on your end because we're only ever responsible for ourselves. So something to think about. This says fraud. Being left with the deception that you once thought was the truth can leave you feeling beaten. But if you, but you will emerge from this situation stronger than when you began. I love how these cards are like, and Cassandra, these are the ones that you got that are tying all the readings together. So thank you. Shout out to Cassandra for sponsoring this reading. This says, yes, it will. Wait, yes, but it will take a while to be known or to manifest. So I don't know what this is for you, Leo, but something is going to unfold beautifully, actually, if you allow it to. You have to allow it to. And again, everything you think is not true. while you may not be right or you may not be wrong, you're not all the way wrong and you're not all the way right. It's like leave room for when your perspective actually shifts, because what's true and so firmly true to you today, you may not you may realize that shit don't even matter tomorrow. I don't know what this is for you, but I think we're popping the bubbles of what I thought or what should be, like these hard, rigid lines, and we're kind of like allowing ourselves to color outside of them and consider other ways of doing things or other ways of thinking and being, and whatever that is. Exactly, House of Cards, a butterfly. It's like, let's just be light and whimsical. I feel like you need to allow yourself to be light and whimsical and consider other ways and other, yeah. Just consider it. Who cares what I think? Okay, Virgo. Who and what should you never be trapped with inside of an elevator? Why does that make me think about Beyonce, Solange, and Jay-Z? Your brother-in-law? The hell? What is Solange sign? Is she a Virgo like Beyonce? Or is it that you shouldn't be trapped in the elevator with your sister and your man? I don't know what this is for you. And this could also be looked at, because I always use the analogy of an elevator when it comes to vibration. So now I'm thinking about this this elevator. Like, most elevators only carry what, up to like 2,000 pounds or something like that, or 1,000 pounds. I don't know. Child, I forgot. And every elevator works differently. But I imagine you wouldn't want to be in there with like three obese people. Okay. No shade, no tea, but we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to take a few trips, okay? Or somebody who's weighing your shit down, like keeping you from elevating vibrationally. For some of you, this could be what this is. Like, and it doesn't have to be people. It could be the weight of guilt, the weight of grief, the weight of that F boy, F girl that you keeping around you, the weight of your own decisions, the weight, whatever this is. Just for example, okay, just for example, what is it that you do not want to be trapped inside of there with? You could be in no contact with somebody. I think you do love this person, actually, Virgo. Um, but practically, it ain't working out. Like, something's not fair, something has been draining you, and justice is actually on your side in this situation, Virgo. And I feel like justice is coming in the form of like a secret being released, or some kind of somebody going somebody could spill the tea about something. hmm How is this coming to Virgo this week? Somebody that you love is also not changing. Like, something I'm hurting, not they're not even bending. Okay, it's like an inflexible energy here, and it's like, while I love you, this shit is stupid. Like, what is, baby? I walked away from people that I love down. You hear me? But it's like, okay, I'm not gonna keep driving up against the brick wall. You ain't tearing my car up with this bullshit. hmm So I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't think it's done. Like, whatever this is, it's not a closed chapter. But I think there's enough information. Because, now I'm hearing reasonable doubt. Child, the court don't even need the truth. For real. All they need is reason. Okay? So it's like the same way that a lot of y'all come to us readers and you're like, well, I mean, he don't text back. And he used to text back all the time. And I mean, he has been staying out, and I didn't even hear from him last weekend or her. But I love them, and I know they love me. But I mean, we don't spend none of the holidays together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like by the time I finish reading your email, I'm like, child, I ain't got to pick up no cards for this. And that's not to make you feel no kind of way. Because honey, I've done it. Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it. And love is blind, just like justice is, and that's why justice is blind too, because it comes in to protect us when love has blinded us. Okay, and that's all right. That's all right, honey. God knew you weren't perfect. That's why you have to armor yourself. Okay, because love will come in and make you not see shit that's right in your face. Okay, so this says torment. Plaguing your thoughts with self doubt only exacerbates the problem further. First, make peace with yourself, and shortly thereafter, you will regain your confidence. Exactly. And what comes after that? Hell no. Your confidence. Your no. Actually, on second thought, no. Thank you so much, Heather, for the 20. I appreciate the super chat, baby. You said noted. Don't fall in love. That's not what I said. That's not what we said. I'm just playing, babe. I mean, can I just stand in love with you? Okay? Even if that means I have to love you from a distance one day. You know? Falling in love. It's the most beautiful thing that we can do. And I don't want you to cheat yourself out of the experience of doing that. But saying no is also very beautiful. And I think falling in love with yourself may be the first step, because that's what helps you say no so gracefully, so quickly, that you wouldn't believe how fast it comes when you start falling in love with yourself. And it doesn't mean that you can't fall in love with other people, but you won't not be able to see them when you really, really, really love yourself. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people can stay married for a long time, because it's like, I know him, I know her, okay? And when they ready to act right, they can come talk to me. But until then, I'm going to take this little trip, honey, because I'm still alive. My kids is grown. I ain't been sitting here and argue with no mule. I love you too. Let me know when you're ready to talk. Let me know when you're ready to act right. Because I love me first. And it doesn't mean that, oh, I hate you, or no, you can't manipulate me. Okay? You can't manipulate me because I love me. All right? And a lot of people who stay married or stay, friends with people for a long time, they know how to take their space. They know how to love themselves through the relationship. Okay? So it's something like that that's happening for you this week. This says awaken your inner witch. And I feel like that is essentially what you're doing. And when I say witch, I mean, I don't know, child. What do you consider a witch to be? I don't think it's like in a hocus pocus type of way. I think it's more of just awaken your inner Virgo, your Sasha Fierce, honey. Your Sean Fierce, whatever your name, man or woman. Okay, you gotta find the bad bitch in you and ride that out this week. Okay? So, Libra. I heard, yeah. The magic within you. Exactly, breath of fresh air. The magic within you. Libra, given the chance, what would your worst enemy want to tattoo on your back? Did y'all see that story? I don't know if it was real or not, but This girl wanted Trump tatted on her back, and the tattoo artist put Michael Jordan face on his Baby, I almost passed out when I saw that. Cause why? Why? Why do you want that on you? I think it was fake, but baby, the way I hollered was funny. And I think it was the picture where his face was crying. What does that Michael Jordan mean that be going around? Funny. He said the mental illness is real. It's very a lot out here. It's a lot going on in the world. Okay. Funny. All right. Somebody feel like you chose them. Third party betrayal. You're trying to replace me. You don't love me. Somebody's like very black and white when it comes to something. And, sometimes manipulators can use, well, it's not so black and white. I mean, yeah, I cheated on you, but you're not looking at the reason why I cheated on you. And it's like, no, bitch. But then there are other times where it may not be so black and white either. Manipulation works a lot of ways. A lot of ways. Okay? Because on the flip side of that, it could be like, well, you didn't say that this was soda. And I believe that it's soda. This is a Coca-Cola. And if you don't tell me that it's a Coca-Cola, you don't love me. And it's like, bitch, this is water. Okay, we're not doing this. Okay? Do you need me to pour it on your head? Do you want to taste it to see if it's Coke? And if you think that this is Coke, I'm about to admit your ass into a hospital. Alright? We're not. Good night. Okay? Shit. Who is this? Who is this? We're on Libra. Can y'all see the sign back there? Is it too small? We don't have the projector. I thought about bringing it, but it acted up when I brought it to the States one time. So I don't know. I just didn't try no more after that. Oh, God. Somebody about to miss out on the opportunity if they can't get their mind right. I think it's more of you need to feel better before you make a decision like this type of thing, instead of like, oh, Libra's the enemy. Because, yeah. Okay. You could be like a little ray of sunshine, Libra. And I don't know. The sun shines on all of us, whether we appreciate it or not. And somebody could feel like just because you shine, your ray of light shined on someone else, so you must not love me. And it's like, it's light. It's light. This light is going to shine on whoever's in front of it. Okay, so you can have one of them friends that's like super possessive over you, or your lover is like, don't smile at anyone else. And it's like, baby, yeah. You're welcome, baby. Are you German? Because your name on here means more in German. And shout out to you if you are. Herzlich willkommen. Okay. Warm welcomes to y'all. So this says anguish. Simply knowing that there's an end to this. Simply knowing that there is an end to this feeling of sorrow is the very beginning of your healing process. So I don't know if that's for you or whoever is like, don't be nice to other people. Damn, who are these people talking about you? There's an end to this, Libra. That's what you do need to know. And that's the beginning. Here's the sun. Here's the sun. Didn't I not say you was a ray of sunshine? Okay, somebody's making me Joe. Or Mary. Mary and Joseph. Somebody's name could be Mercy. Or that's what you have. I don't know. Now I'm hearing goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. And if you going around spreading sunshine on people, Libra, I mean, how you gonna lose, honey? How you gonna lose? How you gonna lose? You know. So allow your healing process to take place, Libra. I promise you, if people talking shit about you, they're gonna keep doing it. It don't matter what you're doing. You could be real thin, they're gonna talk shit about you. You could be plump as hell, they're gonna talk shit about you. You could be nice, they're gonna talk shit about you. You could be mean as hell, they're gonna talk shit. What you gonna do? Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. That's it. And no, just like Virgo, is a complete sentence. So what's the no, Libra? I think you just need to keep your distance from something. Don't allow yourself to be caught up. No may cause a tired moment in your life. I'm not even gonna hold you. But it's also gonna bring a lot of peace to you because at least everybody should heal up. Smile with the rising sun. Three little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. A melody pure and full, saying, "This is my message to you." This says, "Own who you are." Do you like to skate down the street with a jack-o'-lantern on your head? Do you, boo? If you feel like the moon is out when the sun is really out, do you? If you want to be, if you want to be a nice ray of sunshine, and whoever, because sometimes I walk down the street. A lot of times, I've made this actually a habit of mine. And whenever my heart tugs towards a certain person, I just send them a little prayer. God, I really hope that their day goes well. I seen a lady at a train station and she had like tears in her eyes, and I was like, God bless that lady. You know, like make sure everything go right in her life. Everything gonna be all right. And if that's the type of heart that you have, don't let nobody take that from you. Okay, because it's the very thing that's probably keeping them. At the end of the day, it's people like that keep that are able to show grace, that are able to, you know what I'm saying? It's like you never know who said that prayer for you. Nobody has to announce that they did it. You know, these people will never know that I'm going around praying for them. These people will never know that. But who cares? You know, hopefully everything worked out and that lady has a smile on her face now. Like, what the hell? So, Scorpio. Okay, what would the world be without people like that? So, do you believe in fate, Scorpio? If so, name an experience that has validated it. Put it in the comments. Okay? Put it in the comments. Scorpio. What's tea? Do you believe in fate? I'm here, never would have made it without you. Okay? Some of y'all may feel as though this could be connected to your family. For some of you, it's connected to the amount of wealth that you either have now or that you will have in the future. And you're going to be like, this must have been fake because I don't know how the hell this happened for me. It's something like that that's going to really make you feel better. It's really going to make you feel better. Okay? You may have not seen them. Like, baby, this could be nobody. I feel like this is more of what made you believe in God. Because you like, shoot, if I ain't believed before, this Ten of Pentacles gonna make you think twice. Okay? You gonna be like, For some of you, you could be, you be like, I must have done something good in my life. Because how did I get a partner like you? I don't know. Like, it must be fake. Because now I'm hearing it must be your ass. Because it ain't your face. Scorpio, what's going on? What's going on here? Okay. What is it? You said dying twice in my life and being brought back. Good God Almighty. We so glad to see you here, baby. The renegade. That's what I'm talking about. You said meeting someone twice in my life and we both have heart-shaped birthmarks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I love your answers. I love your answers. I know I have like hundreds of these stories, and you know how you can't remember nothing when they come up. Maybe we'll come back to that one day. Some of y'all really do got some Twilight Zone ass lives, like for real. Like some of y'all really, we could go on all day about this. There's someone who, is this how they treated you? Or is this how you treated them? Or is this like an on and off relationship? Both of y'all act like this. Both of y'all do this. Or this is what somebody's trying to do. Or is this your ex? Who is this? Yeah, somebody who thought that they could, like your love was a 7-Eleven. You know, they thought your heart was a car wash that you just drive through and, you know, they come clean themselves up in your heart and then leave. um, Whoever this back and forth unstable ass person is, what the hell do they want? Oh, thank y'all. Thank you, honey. See, for real. I don't know what they want because you don't want them. Are they popping up this week? Yeah. They gonna be disappointed when they get there. Maybe this opportunity has been missed. How can I say this frankly? No. Look at the song that just started playing. It's called "Coming In Hot." Can you see that? Hell no. Um, Absolutely not. Let's put it in short. Who? I don't know. It's something like that. No, it's a complete sentence. This person's like so. They come in with so much emotion. You know what I mean? It's like, I really love you though, and it's like, okay. Like, this is somebody who deserves this sarcastic ass response from you. This is somebody who deserves your ass to kiss. No lie. You know, this is somebody who really disrespected the game. It's like you can play the game, but you ain't got to disrespect the game. This person played and disrespected it. Okay. It wasn't even necessary. So, is that it? Is that covered it? Yeah, that's it. Some of y'all got kids, like, I'm supposed to, what am I supposed to do? Raise you two? They done seen the light, you know. But we're not going to spend no more time on them. This says darkness. As dark as it seems, it's your choice whether to stay shrouded in the abyss or cast aside the cloak and rejoin others in the warmth of their light and energy. Again, when this person comes around, no is the answer. No, and they are coming in hot. They really are. Like with 10 of Cups, like I have seen, like you the one that I dream about all day, you know, and all of that. But no. And for some of y'all who gonna try it anyway, look at the song that just started playing now. No love. If how you treated me did not spell out love, L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't make you feel all of that, then the answer is no. Because whatever this is a choice. Okay. Somebody's like, wait. But you've already healed. You just sat here and did all you did. You gave me enough time to heal from it. And now you're attracted to the light that you see it through the healing. And you realize, oh, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe, you know, this person had like a change of perspective. And now they want to come back to finish the job. You know, I'm done. I'm done. This is not a convenience store, okay? This says close your eyes and breathe. Some of y'all, this person could be very attractive, or there's something that could have really had you going back in the day. But even if, I don't think it's going to be tempting for you, but if some of y'all aren't as far along on the healing process, I do feel like if you just a few times until they stop knocking on the door, and then you hear them get in their car and drive off, it's over. You didn't answer the door. Or when they call your name, or when they call your phone, if you just hit the red button, it's over. That's it. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. If they call again, block. Block it immediately. They'll eventually stop. And then they also have restraining orders. So, Sagittarius. You said what she was doing to you was called betrayal. Hey. And it has a name. Look at that. You know, sometimes people swear, well, I didn't do this. I mean, I shot the sheriff, but I ain't shoot the deputy. But you shot the sheriff. We're not going to try to clean that up. Like, just sweep right on past that. That's the sheriff. Okay? There's consequences for that. I don't know. It's like somebody's going to try to justify it. Sagittarius, is this what's happening to you? This says, what's something about your life now that you would miss when you're 80? Okay. It's just the sheriff. That's funny. Not the sheriff had it coming. Funny. Okay. What's something about your life that you would miss, or that you had that you wait? You heard what I said. What's something about your life now that you would miss when you're 80? For some of y'all friends, you know, it's a lot of old people that lost everybody. You know what I mean? It's like I'm only 37, and baby, folks is dropping off, and it's crazy out here. Um, For some of you, it's your youth, your mobility, your, I don't know, that spark. For some of y'all, it's gonna be the broke days, because the broke days was the fun days. For some of y'all, you tell me in the comments. We're not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer that question for you, because you got somebody here who just, baby, if ain't enough was a person. This could be somebody who leaves you when you needed them, okay, or leaves you when you need them, or doesn't talk to you when you need somebody to talk to, or isn't faithful when that's all you really ask for. Um, I don't know. It's just like if ain't there for you was a person, if not enough was a person. And is it that they are incapable of being there? No. Again, people treat you the way that they feel about you. Don't try to rewrite it. Don't try to be like, well, no, he work a lot, he be busy, and that's why he didn't call all weekend. Oh well, no, it's really this, and she said that they separated, but they working on it. But that's why I haven't heard from her this week. Is it? Um, would your boss accept the same without a doctor's note? Would they? Would they also be like, oh, it's okay? I mean, we really needed them for this shift today, but they said they overslept, so they're gonna take a shower for like an hour, and they'll be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, no, be the boss. That go ahead and fire them, okay? Because who? When the bills and the rent and the mortgage due, when your best friends are gone and it's only you. Okay, so we're not doing this. All right, whatever that is, the trust has been broken, the lies, the cheating, the promises shattered. Baby, fuck you too. Is the energy. All right? Who's making me mad? Because I'm not actually mad. It's just like in the energy. So a lot of y'all are, baby, you can't come over here. Get your head out my titties. You don't belong here. You don't belong here unless you can contribute to the energy. All right? And you just popping in and out and doing whatever you want to do. It's not contributing. You're not contributing anything. And I know that that actually wasn't your intention, because if it were, then you would probably stick around. So, good night, Craig. Good night, Felicia. You said the cat the cat didn't eat your homework. And don't you dare bring up the dog. I'm gonna slap you in the face. I'm gonna slap you on your nose. You know how bad that's gonna hurt? Don't even let it come out of your mouth. This says mystified. Some things should be left at a mystery. Wait, some things should be left as a mystery to enable us to reflect on their meanings. Having a reason for everything takes away our ability to imagine what if. Well, what if the dog ate the homework? You never made me mess up my music. Hold on. On my phone. Hold on. I sure hope that's the grass they cut out there or something. It's too late to be cutting grass. Um, we gonna move on. Oh, what the hell is that sound? Some of y'all are just outgrowing the lies and the BS, honey. I am a queen. I am a king. I do not. You are not gonna sit here and bamboozle me, honey. Do you see this empress on my forehead? We not. I'm just vibing too high for the bullshit that you're trying to do right now. Please stop. Please stop. Stop. This says don't get stuck on the specifics. There's something like that. It's something about like, well, you just got to think about it from another perspective. Maybe I was walking my dog for 3 hours. Don't get stuck on the specifics. Did they show up for you? Are you getting what you want? Because I promise you, they manager, their boss, whoever assigns that paycheck, they don't get this type of performance out of this person. I promise you that. I promise you that. You got another no here. Nope. You see what I say? Nope. Okay. Capricorn. People will always be who they want to be. Unconditional love is scarce. It's scarce. But it's out there. It's out there, though. Don't let people like this get in the way of it. Okay? Capricorn, how would you spend your time if you turned invisible for a week? And if you say you're going to spy on people, that's exactly what I knew you were going to That's exactly what I knew you was going to do. Some of y'all going to rob everybody. Y'all going to be the richest people in the world after this week is over. How would you spend that week if you were invisible? I know too many Capricorns. Oh, baby. It's a robbery. It's a robbery. And we talk about the most upstanding, but don't push the Capricorn back because Capricorn's on the top of the list when it comes to getting that money. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, y'all. I appreciate it. Funny. How would you spend that week, Capricorn? I would love to hear it in the comments. Okay. Well, a lot of y'all, if you would get that money, I'm not even gonna hold you. There would be a lot of get back going on with the Capricorn, I promise. What else? Some of y'all may not be able to move on from something, or somebody's not able to move on from you, and it's keeping a lot of manifestations from coming in. It's keeping like stuff from happening for you, if that makes any sense. Again, same way I saw the Sagittarius. What's the facts? What are the facts here? How do you feel, Capricorn? And I'm imagining this is about a person, so how do they feel? Oh. Now take this how it resonates. Okay. Somebody feels like you weren't there for them. Somebody feels like, and this could be the other way around, I don't want to hear it. Somebody may feel like you didn't really hold it down the way that they needed you to. Or they may feel like, well, when I needed the Capricorn, they wouldn't really, I feel like the Capricorn don't love me, or the Capricorn cheated on me, so I really feel like you ain't really fucking with me like that, and you may really want to be fair with this person. Or it could be the other way around. I feel like you may feel like, things ain't cool because I was there for you. Okay, I did hold it down for you, or I do want to be there. I want to be fair. I want to be fair now. I want to be fair now. I mean, I shot the sheriff, but I ain't shoot the deputy. And it's like, but the sheriff, we can't forget about the sheriff. Okay, so it's like one person feels like I don't feel like you loved me because you didn't act when you should have, or you didn't love me when it was available to do so, or you cheated on me when I was actually trying to be there for you, or something like that. And one of y'all feel like that y'all want to be fair. So it's like somebody has chosen or is choosing themselves in this reading. This says self love, emotional maturity, clean break. Because it's like every opportunity does not last. Okay. And sometimes you don't have a million chances. Sometimes, yeah. She said chance after chance after chance, nigga, no. Because the more chances, like if I let you disrespect me one time, you're gonna do it again. She didn't make that part of the song. She did not emphasize that part of the song for nothing. Okay, it's human nature to see what they can get away with and who. That's what one of y'all is saying in this reading. Who? Again, how many chances does your boss give you? All right, you've been late twice this week. Don't they put everybody on a point system now and stuff like that? Something like that going on. And it's like you're gonna give a person as many chances to disrespect you as many times as you want to be disrespected. That's just how it goes. That's why we have to discipline our children. And that's why we have a justice system in play, even if it ain't always doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, but laws and rules and all that kind of stuff was made on purpose, or for a reason. So I think somebody is dealing with the consequences of I probably wasn't that good to you back there, and this is fair. That's fair. Like something is fair is what this looks like. As much as somebody wants to be fair at this point, I feel like you've given someone a lot to think about. Okay. Um, this says numb. Avoiding our feelings can sometimes be exactly what we need, but at some point the numbness will dissipate. Face it now or later. Either way, it catches up to you. And I feel like something is catching up to you or someone in your life. And you may not be ready to you or them may not quite be ready to move past it, but the other of you has made a clean break because you meant that. You meant it. And if you had gotten away with it, you probably wouldn't be apologizing. And sometimes it just be that, you know. He says your mom always told you don't mess with no woman with kids. What that got to do with it? What else you said? They wanted me to be there for them for what they needed, but didn't want to be right with me like I wanted. I need more context. I need more context. Now, I do believe if you're going to take on someone who has more responsibilities than you, um, you need to know what you're getting into. Okay, I do believe that. I do believe that. Okay, because you will start feeling like you getting the short end of the stick, especially if you don't come in with your heart in the right place, and if their heart ain't in the right place. So it's just that's relative. I think it depends. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in being equally yoked. Whether both of y'all got kids, one of y'all got kids, ain't none of y'all got kids. Because you can be unequally yoked with a person with no kids. Okay? And you can feel just as taken advantage of at the end of it as if they had 5 kids. And ain't none of them appreciate your ass. So, it depends. Because I've definitely tried them older, I tried younger. And if they don't appreciate you, they don't. Okay? They don't. And it's not always on them. So I think it's just, we growing and maturing and things like that, child. And somebody may not be ready to move on from the fact that, damn, I didn't do that right, or I failed at this, or whatever that is. But take your time, honey. Um, don't take too long though. This says love is in the air, or is that just room spray? And this girl's sitting on the toilet. So it's like, was it love? Was it love? Was it love? Were we operating out of fear? Did I cheat on you? Or did you cheat on them because you were afraid that, they might, let me keep one in the chamber just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we operate in like fear and we do things that we wouldn't had we just been operating out of love. Because I don't have to have one up on you if I love you. I don't have to keep talking to Keisha, keep talking to Tyrone, just in case you keep talking to Keisha, you keep talking to Tyrone, because just in case. That's not love. And either you're gonna come into the shit doing wanting to do right, or you're not. And you're not gonna get the best out of it if you ain't doing the best with it. So it's something like that. Whether that's you did it or they did it or whoever did it. Aquarius. But never wait too long to try. 'Cause you might win. You might win, Aquarius. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. This says, what if all your exes, if all of your exes got together, what's one complaint they would all agree on? Put it in the comments. I would love to know what your answer is. Okay. If all of them, got there, what would they all agree on when it comes to you? Okay. A lot of them would say, "Oh, the Aquarius was so sweet. Ah, the surprises." Because baby, when an Aquarius love you, oh my god. But with the 666, 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, six. Not homosexual, nonchalant. It's like, how did you never? It's like, wow. Would they all agree, Aquarius, that it started out magical and then it ended up being like non-reciprocal, or something ended up being not fair? Like it goes from the 6 of Cups to the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse to the 6 of Swords in the upright. It's like it went from a dream come true to inconsistent as hell to where's the Aquarius? Where is the Aquarius? Where's the Aquarius? It goes from, oh my god, I can't believe you surprised me with these flowers, to flighty, in and out, like inconsistencies, to where's the Aquarius? Maybe that's funny. That is funny as hell. I can't believe y'all answered the question like that. Aww. Aquarius are magical in the beginning. I will say that. I will say that. Somebody feels used and discarded by you, Aquarius. Or maybe this is how you're feeling about somebody. This says thrown away, devalued, emotional trash. Aquarius. What? Who would feel like this? Is it you that feels like somebody did this? No. Aquarius, who? This could be somebody that was like, I was in your corner, Aquarius. I don't want to hear it. You can't sit here and tell me you may not have been satisfied with everything, but you can't say I wasn't there for you. I don't. Who is this? He said reverse the roles. Y'all take it how it resonates. It could be the other way around. Okay. Oh, this person, they ain't over your shit. Whoever this is, they got your number. They know about you. I know you. Okay. And they like, was this love? Somebody feels very unsatisfied with the outcome of this. Okay. Like, you done made me feel insecure about it. Whoa, 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 whoa. How I made you feel insecure? You must be insecure yourself. If you felt you was already insecure. Oh, there's some gaslighting going on here. There is. You can't sit. Okay, on one end, you're not responsible for someone else's insecurities. On the other end, for whoever this is for, whether this is for the Aquarius or the Cross Watcher, if you purposely are setting out to manipulate and mislead someone with your actions, you are the asshole. Okay? If you know that we agreed on this and you're trying to manipulate me to believe this, I promise you, you the one that's the asshole. And what goes around comes around. Okay? One of these days it's gonna happen to you. You'll be missing the love like I'm missing you. One of these days when your dreams come true, that's the one that's gonna do it to you. Okay? That's the one. So careful what you do. Careful what you do. Careful how you treat people. This says dumbfounded. Sometimes there are no words for things that happen, and the best that you can do is shake your head, have a giggle, and move straight past it. I think someone's gonna have to think about what are their deeper motivations. Like, what am I really on? Okay, what am I going for? Like, do I eventually want love? Because a lot of people who sit there and play with people's lives and toy with people's emotions and just F people over constantly, knowing that that's what they about to do, they be wanting love at the end of the day. Like, okay, well, I'm going to settle down after like 20 years of doing this. And it's like, no, you're going to start to pay karma after 20 years of doing that. One of these days when your dream come true, that's the one that's going to do it to you. That's how that goes. And it's like we can't outrun the way that we treat people. So be careful with that for whoever that's for. This says you are your own anchor. If you are the recipient of this pain, to you, you have to be your own anchor. It don't matter how many times this person surprised you with flowers and all this kind of bullshit. At the end of the day, baby, I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, okay? And all that shit, all right? How about you grow a garden of flowers? Because why are we cutting the flowers, honey? Don't cut the flower. The flower can't live if you cut it. You just got to leave the flower. Admire the flower. Be the flower. Be the flower, okay? Pisces. Would you rather? Oh my God. Y'all's card is a little morbid. Would you rather go to jail for something horrible? I don't even want to say this word. Okay, would you rather go to jail for something really bad that you never committed or committing that very thing and never getting caught? X. Oh my God. Um, these are terrible options. These are terrible options. And I'm sorry y'all got that card, but wow. I don't even know what to say about that, so let's just move on. Um, I don't do. Yeah, I don't think anybody gets away with anything necessarily. So let's just move on. Something ain't adding up, Pisces. Something ain't adding up. Something is not adding up. There's some inconsistencies going on, and you may be feeling suspicious of something, and your gut already knows what it is. The Wheel of Fortune. What is it that's not adding up, Pisces? It's there. It's very clear to you, and it has something to do with the person that you're close to. And what is it that your gut knows, Pisces, about this person? That there's some kind of distraction here. I'm hearing, excuse me, miss. So what's your name? Where you from? And can I come? And possibly can I take you? Is somebody like flirting around with someone else? Yep. There's another person here, Pisces, and what you need to do, baby? Let's just Ace of Wands in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, Star in the reverse. Pick on them flowers again. Are y'all dealing with the Aquarius? I can buy myself flowers. Okay. I mean, is this person cheating? Let's just ask. Is it like straight up, or are they flirting around with the idea of such? Or are they holding on to an ex? Like something's not adding up, and it could have something to do with someone that they have history with. Like could be an ex of this person's. But it's not too much overthinking that you need to do, and I'm not saying like blow the whole thing up, but there's a reason why we said, should you go to jail for something bad that you didn't do, or should you, or would you want to get away with something that you actually did do? So it's like, are you holding someone accountable for something that they didn't do, or that somebody else did, or are you right and you can't put your finger on what they did? What's your advice? Ooh. Oof. What's the Ten of Cups without the Ten of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. This is like being in love without the commitment. This is like, I don't know, having a home without homeowner's insurance. It's like the insurance is not there. I mean, is anything guaranteed? Not necessarily, but it is some stuff that's way more clear cut than this situation. Okay, everything don't have to. It's like here go that black and white. Well, everything not so black and white. Well, some shit is. Okay, if you haven't moved on from your ex, that's pretty black and white. You know, and how would they feel if this were the other way around? Oh, this ain't going nowhere between me and Pisces. Pisces, I knew Pisces, we ain't nothing but a hoe. They gonna move on from you. They was juggling me. They gonna talk shit about you and everything. But I loved you, Pisces. I loved you. All that kind of stuff, right? So, and if you would take it that way, then what way is the Pisces supposed to take it? How should the Pisces take it? They should continue giving to you, and they should forgive because God forgave. God so loved the world that He had. They can't even finish the scripture because they God had so loved the Pisces that He forgave the Pisces. So why you can't forgive me? I mean, I wouldn't forgive you. I'm just saying. This says reject. Okay. Dismissing opinions too quickly can lead to neglecting important information. By taking time, the truth will become apparent and you will view the situation in a different light. Listen, Pisces. I don't know. It's gonna be up to you. Give yourself time to think about, whatever. Focus on some other stuff. Okay, go be productive this week. Because I promise you, sitting here thinking about what they doing, who they doing it with, ain't gonna get you nowhere. Ain't gonna get you nowhere. Okay, and it says there's potential for it, but it's not yet possible to say. What is that about for Pisces? The devil. And there's a man and two women in this. And there was two women that popped up earlier. It doesn't have to be, put the genders where they are. But somebody is, yeah. I think what's gonna end up being revealed to you is that you better than this. It's like you're gonna come into a place of higher peace. Okay? You're gonna put your feet on the ground firmly. And you're gonna focus on what's important in your life. That's what I want you to do this week. Not what this person doing. Is it true? Don't drive yourself crazy over this person when they would drop you if it was the other way around. That's enough. That's enough. And it's not, oh, F them, I'm never gonna talk to them. No. This says be your own reality show. Baby, get in the kitchen, cook, record yourself doing it. Go make a bag off of doing what you know what I'm saying? Off of doing what you good at, what make you feel happy anyway. And if wondering what this person is doing, and that ain't adding nothing, and sitting here talking with your friends about that, if that's not making you happy, then don't do it. Some of y'all need to go ahead and set up your camera in your cute apartment or your cute house and do the thing that is going to help you to heal your heart. If you get yourself busy doing things that make you feel happy, then if you find out that this person actually is cheating, lying, or whatever they're doing, it's like, yeah, it's going to suck. All right. But it's not going to be like, it's like, well, I just made $1,000 off of da 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 da. So, I mean, not that money replaces this or da 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 da, but I am proud of myself. It's like, yes, I'm heartbroken about this, but I'm proud of myself for this. And you get to highlight other things other than this asshole, or maybe not asshole, or whatever they got going on, you know. But at the end of the day, the final message is you already know. The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. Is that Queen of Wands the Pisces? Yeah, it is. You the shit, Pisces. You the shit, Pisces. But I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Some of y'all need to start documenting this. Why you worried about where Craig at? He ain't gonna be in the show. He ain't gonna be in the show if he out there with such and such. Okay, so focus on something that's gonna have whoever Craig is feeling like, hey, I should have been over there with the Pisces. I'm missing out. I thought I was missing out. And that's why I went over here with Keisha. That's why I went over here thinking like my ex was talking about something. But I didn't even realize Pisces was over here had all this going on. Now I want to be over there with the Pisces. Because I promise you, they're going to be coming right back to you. Six of Swords in the reverse. Whoa, Pisces, I didn't know you had all that. Craig. Oh, Craig. Come on, Craig. What do you say? Come on, Craig. I don't want to hear it. Okay? So, I love y'all. I love y'all very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hype me up. Y'all support the channel so that we can keep this thing going. Because I am looking at the performance of each video. And the weeklies have been, I want to see what I should keep doing. And I know y'all like these videos. So hype me up. Like the video if this resonated with you. Know that I love you. Have a very blessed and positive week. And don't let nothing get on you. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.